How to evaluate your own profile for MBA applications. In this session, we would be covering the common mistakes that the students commit in evaluating their own profile, the factors to be considered, the resources to be used, and wise use of statistics. To begin with, the common mistakes. Being over-optimistic is one of the most common mistakes. The logic versus emotion battle. Being driven by perception rather than facts. Getting too influenced by rankings. The common notion that I will do it from top X, else I won't do an MBA. What about the learning? The sole reason why you want to pursue a management degree is the learning that you would get out of it. The desired profile and all can eventually happen when you have the learning. If you need the learning, you need the education. Thus, don't be too sensitive about rankings. Factors to be considered in one's profile evaluation. First of all, academic acumen. Yes, MBA is a professional degree, and many other factors matter, but academics have their own due weight. While evaluating your academic acumen, you must look at your GMAT score, GPA, professional or academic certifications, awards, honors, and scholarships that are academic in nature. Next aspect, professional maturity. The years of experience that you carry, industry in which you have your experience, your functional area, performance, promotions, quantifiable impact, etc. The exposure in terms of roles you have donned, the cultures that you have been a part of, the functional domains that you have been a part of. Stability in your career, the number of job switches and average stay per organization that you have worked for. And very importantly, leadership experience, the duration and the scale of it. Next factor that you must consider is the overall personality that you carry. Communication, interpersonal and presentation skills that you have. Dimensions in the profile, in terms of community service, sports involvements, honorary or advisory or voluntary roles, cultural activities that you have been a part of, arts, etc. Leadership potential, very important. Leadership experiences thus far, in and beyond the professional context. Potential for making an impact in the times ahead, and therefore clarity of your goals and the vision for making an impact. Plan for leveraging your experiences so far. Willingness to bring about a positive change. An idea, if not a plan, to bring about such a change. Here is a glossary of all the virtues that B schools respect. You may want to pause the video and absorb these. So far, we covered all the aspects that you must consider while evaluating your profile. Now, we shall touch upon the recommended resources that you can refer to. The most rich resources are the websites of the schools that you are considering applying to, pedagogy of the programs, program structure, concentrations offered, class profile, placement records and trends as per industry and domain that you are targeting. And then, every school has an ecosystem for certain types of careers that it is really good for. The ecosystem can be determined from extra resources, such as the student clubs, centers of excellence, the annual events that the school regularly hosts, etc. Rankings are another very rich resource. A word of caution here. Please take the rankings with a pinch of salt. Don't get too sentimental about the same. Look for a fit. It's quite possible that a school may be ranked a bit lower overall, but it may be a very good fit for your career plans. Another tip, please avoid global rankings. It is not practically possible to compare an MBA program in one country with an MBA program in another country because these dynamics change a lot with geographies. So identify the regions and then look for rankings for those particular regions. We would be doing a separate video only for school shortlisting, where we would be elaborating on this. For now, we would suggest that for U.S. schools, look at the U.S. News rankings. For European schools, look at the Financial Times rankings. Unfortunately for Canadian programs, Asian programs, especially the Indian programs, or the Australian programs, there is no one ranking that we can suggest. We have our own rankings on Experts Global website. You may want to visit that. Next, a note on wisely using the statistics that you will find on the school's websites, as well as on the rankings. Statistics around the average experience, GMAT, GPA, age, etc. Please understand, the medians apply only if you represent the median candidature. Candidature in terms of work experience, your years, industry, role, nationality, leadership quotient, extracurricular activities. If you belong to an overrepresented pool, a pool from which a lot of candidates apply, then the competition is going to be higher for you. For example, if you are an Indian, and that too with an engineering background, the competition for you is a lot higher. Therefore, the class average statistics, such as the average GMAT, may not apply for you. The average score of Indians with engineering backgrounds in schools is a lot higher than what the averages suggest. Very often, we get queries from the Indian students suggesting that the average GMAT score of, let's say, Harvard Business School is around 710 to 720. Therefore, if one has a 720 on the GMAT aspect of the application is taken care of. Improving on the GMAT is not going to improve the chances of selection. That understanding is not correct. If you come from an overrepresented pool, make the statistics that you see a lot more competitive for yourself. Similarly, if your profile is very different from what you see on the average statistics, such as if your years of experience are very distant from the average years of experience of the class, whether on the lower side or the higher side, that is going to be a disadvantage. For example, if the average years of experience is 5 and you carry 2 years of experience, it is a problem. If you carry 10 years of experience, that is also a problem. The myth that extra years of experience can compensate for a lower GMAT or a weaker profile otherwise is not true. Yes, having 4 to 5 years of experience is better than having 2 years of experience for most programs. But then, having 10 or 12 years of experience is also going to be a problem when the average experience of the class is much lower. Please evaluate your profile considering all these factors wisely. This was the concept, friends. To get a strong grasp over the entire MBA applications process, please watch all the 20+ videos in this series. Thanks for watching.